I would like to share with you something that I picked up over my years as a fitness coach or instructor or personal trainer. So I started about 6-7 years ago. I did my physical education, I did personal training, I did my seminars, and when I started out, it was all about the 4 basic lifts: the pull-up, the push-up or bench press, the deadlift, and the squat. I would be using dumbbells, I'd be using barbells, I'd be using machines, because you want to be able to fail, you want to be able to push out that last rep. And slowly, as I got better at my profession, as I started to read and I started to coach more, there were things I didn't really get about training. And one of them was the bodyweight squat, or a squat in general. What does that mean? Like, why do you even train? I train in order to be capable in life. I train in order to have energy, to be able to do the groceries well, or do jiu-jitsu well, or be better at life in general. And where in life do you see a bodyweight squat? Where in life do you see a pull-up? Where in life do you see a deadlift? A deadlift in the sense where you go up and down. Well, the answer is you don't. Same goes for a barbell and a dumbbell. Where in life do you see weight distributed outside of your body? Well, the answer is barely, and you don't. Then what would be a better answer? It actually came to me, well, over time slowly, but the breakthrough came during my kids' fitness classes. Kids get bored very easily. It's very difficult to keep kids engaged. So I started out by, okay, let's make them do a bodyweight squat. Let's make them do push-ups. Let's make them do all these basic exercises that you need to do for fitness. They didn't want to do it. They got bored. So what did I do? I started making it fun. I made it very clear, what do I expect you to do during this exercise and when are you finished? So, a bodyweight squat. First I would tell them go down and go up, down and up. That didn't work, obviously. So what did I do instead? I want you to jump on this bench. I could either say, I want you to get from A to B, or I would say get on a high box or even higher, because there's intent behind it. They know when they're done, and they know when they're not. Well, you can't see this, but you've got a rec right here. Instead of doing a pull-up, I would say, okay, you've got this rec. I want you to get from this point to that point without touching the floor. Push-up. Instead of doing a push-up, I would say, I want you to crawl on hands and feet from this point to that point. When it comes to the deadlift, instead of, let me get this ball right here, instead of lifting up the ball like that, I would say, I want you to pick up this weight and I want you to throw it over this bar. So now you know what to do when you are done, when you are successful, and what is required. So that's intent. And think about this, what movement essentially is. Movement is our ability to interact with our environment. So if I'm in an area where I've never been, I move around, I touch things, I feel, and through that movement I experience. If I see something and I want to see it up close and I want to smell it, I grab it. So everything has intent behind it. Like for a deadlift, that could be, hey, there's a rock right there and I'm going to use it to build a house. So I'm going to pick up the rock and I'm going to place it over there. Or, oh, I need to get away from a predator. So I need to run, I need to jump over something. There's a reason behind it. And to me, training, physical training, exercise, should help you with all these modalities in life. That's why I'm such a big fan of the carry, because the carry is such a real exercise for health. If your training is not making you better in life, not making you better at doing the groceries, not making you better at being a better father, or better at being able to defend yourself during jiu-jitsu or karate or kickboxing or anything for that matter. You're not doing it right. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't do the push-ups and the deadlifts anymore. I'm just saying have more intent behind it. And this might be a little bit of an unpopular belief, but please ditch the barbell and maybe even ditch the dumbbell. Why? It's unnatural. You don't see any weights that are distributed outside of your body. Like, if you look at that ball, this ball could be a rock, this ball could be a dead deer that I just shot, it could be my friend that just fell down and had a heart attack. All the weight is distributed, that's a tongue twister, inside of your body instead of outside. So, you don't have to believe me. I just really hope that this little rant here gets you to think. What's your intent? Why are you training in the first place? And how is that training helping you with your life? Instead of just pushing out those reps and going for more and more and more weight and breaking yourself down. Because trust me, I've seen people break down because of that reason. I was one of them in the past, through CrossFit and getting higher weights and going faster. So think about that for a second. Anyway, thanks for watching.